Hello, hello, greetings and warm welcome to everyone. Whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening in your part of the world, I am thrilled to have you join us for this episode of Cuppa with Michelle. So make sure you've got your cup of tea, cup of coffee. So I've got my cup of tea. And let's delve into the essential aspects of health encompassing well being, of your mind, body, spirit, and finances. When people talk about health, they sometimes think that health is just your physical health. No, it's not. It's your mind, it's your spiritual health, it's the health of your bank account and your pockets as well. So, tonight we have something special in store for you. I'm excited to share with you a pre recorded interview with a remarkable guest. Her name is Leigh Walker, and she happens to be a devoted mother and an accomplished NLP practitioner. So Lee's journey towards true health took an unexpected turn as she ventured into the realm of high ticket affiliate marketing. So high ticket affiliate marketing is something that we've been talking a lot about. I've been sharing a lot of my story, my experience in it, and how it too has helped me pivot in my life and in my um, goals and passion, my passions with health and well-being. So tonight, well, it's tonight here, today maybe in you wherever you are, but we'll explore what led Leigh down the path of the high ticket affiliate marketing world, the obstacles she encountered, and why she firmly believes it's a solution she's been seeking. My hope is that with this episode, with this show, that you will be able to navigate through as well your own life, reflect on what's happening, consider the challenges that you're currently facing and the potential solutions that might be awaiting you, and see if the path towards your dreams, your goals, towards a balanced and more effective life of true health also has this business as a potential solution. So, without further ado, I am going to be sharing that interview. I will be here to answer any of your questions. And just before I forget, make sure you say hello and tell me where you're jumping in from so that we can greet you as you come in. Okay, I'm just trying to see. We've got four messages there. Hey, Amali. Thank you. Amali joining us from Sri Lanka. Hi, hi, hi. Thank you for joining. All right. I also have a few other people here. I need you guys to have your names pop up or let me know what your name is, because sometimes, unless you've been registered with StreamYard or used StreamYard, your names don't pop up on my end. But I'll be able to greet you on our platforms. We are live on 4 platforms right now. So just come in and say hello. All right. So I'm going to share this interview right now. Jones here. I'm excited to have you guys with us again today. Today, we're going to have my amazing friend, Leigh Walker. Leigh is a health coach like myself. She's into NLP, but she's also a high ticket affiliate marketer. We have been talking about high ticket affiliate marketing. We've talked about the different problems with high ticket affiliate marketing. I'd like to have Leigh talk to us about, is it difficult to build it online?
Absolutely. So I'm a mum. I've got now teenage kids. And so I've been in this affiliate marketing for 5 years now. And before I jumped into the space, I was just in a position where I kind of felt like I'd lost my identity a little bit in motherhood. And it's the most rewarding job in the world. And I just kind of was a bit lost. I wanted something for me. I wanted ownership of something. I really wanted to contribute more financially to, our household as well, but also while being a present mum, and not time was a big thing for me. I didn't want something that was going to be taking so much of my time away from the kids. And so I actually dabbled in low ticket network marketing. I was working part-time in a corporate firm as well. So I thought, okay, that's the thing to do, network marketing on the side. And I actually dabbled in 3 different companies. My husband joined me in a couple of those, and the business model didn't overly align with me so much in a couple of them. It wasn't like something that really aligned with my values, because I was health conscious as well. And they just didn't light me up. I didn't feel very like I didn't resonate as much with them. Then I came across another network company and I thought, oh, this is it. Like this is aligned with my health. It was, amazing. And then came the feeling like I was hustling, that feeling of I was doing face to face, I was doing, parties and things. I was doing, and the pressure that I felt going to these, and it was, having to book parties at the party with other people, and it just didn't really sit with me, align with my values, and it also was taking quite a lot of time away from my kids because I couldn't do it at home. Really, I didn't want to open up my home for people to come in all the time while my kids were home, so I was going to other people's houses, and I was just getting taken away from home. And to me, there was a lot of output for little return. Like my commissions were between, maybe $20 on average, $20 to
Wow.
$50 per sale. So,
Yeah.
there was just a lot of energy going out and not a great deal of return, even though I still actually use those products today because it's, essential oils, and, that business model is great for some people. But for me, it's like I wanted to make a bigger impact, and I wanted to do it in a way that I wasn't burnt out. And that's kind of the path I was going on. I was like starting to feel burnt out. I'm like, for what? For $20 to $50 per sale? It's just, no, it just didn't sit right with me anymore.
Yeah.
And so I actually came across the business model that we're aligned with, with the water, when I saw my best mate online. I had no idea what the product was or anything like that. So she was doing the online marketing in the online space. And we've been best mates for 30 plus years. She didn't reach out to me. She didn't tell me anything about it. I actually saw her because she was in the other network marketing models that I'd been in as well. And I saw her just showing up. Like there was something that shifted within her. There was just like a fire within her. And she just looked like she was glowing and she was all excited. And I said, like, what are you doing? Like, what are you up to? I've seen you talking about all this business stuff online. And she's like, oh, you've got to see this. Like, but why didn't you show me? I was a little bit peeved. And she's like, this is what it's about. Like, I don't have to reach out to you. I don't have to reach out to family and friends. I'm doing online attraction marketing, and so I had a look at it. And then when I found out it was the product that it is, I was like, well, I come in. Like I wanted to come in for finances. I saw the compensation plan,
Uh-huh.
and I really liked the idea of being online attraction marketing, that I didn't have to go to people's houses, and that where we're aligned with, where we get some automation in there and we just get to share our story. I was like, it scared me. I had a lot of, things came up for me before that because I hadn't had an online business before, but it excited me to know that I didn't have to actually be going face to face and, traveling and all of that. I could save a lot of time if I could just, I take my laptop with me and I've got my own
Right.
office anywhere I'm going.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I love that. It's so different from our stories because that was something that I never looked at. I just fell in love with the product, didn't understand the value of the business until so much later. So when
Hmm.
you jumped in, I mean, how much work did you have to do to actually learn this whole online thing? And you said you had no experience. Was it difficult to get started with it?
No, not at all. Like that's what it came up for me. And I had all of these self-doubts is, can I do this? I'm actually not tech savvy. So I don't want to tell that story all the time. I guess the more we say that,
Yeah.
what we speak about, we bring about. So I'm learning. That's what I'm reframing. I'm learning to be more tech savvy.
Mm.
No idea when I started. And I worked in an office since I was 17, and all I knew how to do was turn the computer on. We have a tech team, and that's it. I didn't know anything about it. And I'd only ever been on social media just to catch up with friends and stuff. I'd never really shared a lot about what I was doing. It was just, I was mindlessly scrolling. So if there was a way that I could actually earn money and be on there intentionally, that's what it was all about. So I didn't the social media skills weren't hard to learn because I'm on it anyway. It was just more about learning how to share, how to show up, how to be yourself, how to get past the fear of being seen. That was a big thing for me, is like, what are people going to think of me? I don't know what do I share? Have I even got value to share? So just learning. I think it's just all about being open and being coachable, and everything was laid out really step by step. So, we've got 70-year-olds that have come on board and have picked it up
That's
like that, like it's not hard. It's just being open and coachable.
Oh, I love that. I love that you said that because people have this wrong notion that at a certain age you can't learn anything anymore. And more we're seeing in our business that that's just not the case. There are some driven women and men who just,
Mm.
want to make a difference, want to change their life, and they just jump into learning and doing it and, succeeding in it. So what was the biggest challenge building online that you actually encountered?
Probably two. I'd say two come to mind is the fear of what would people think, and what to share kind of thing. So I really had to practice this, and it's just about flexing the muscle and really remembering that what somebody else thinks of us is none of our business. And it's always a reflection of what's going on in their world, nothing to do with me. They don't pay my bills, they don't have my dreams, they don't have my why. So I just, and we have the choice to let go of people that we're connected with that aren't supporting us, So I think that really, it was just about flexing the muscle really with that. It was something that I used to get really nervous about any post, and I would think, and I'd reread it and think, oh, is it going to offend somebody? Is somebody going to, all of that. And
Yeah.
it's just about just doing the do, putting your big girl pants on and lean in despite that kind of feeling. And it's just flexing the muscle. The other thing that I found I really bought into was comparisonitis when I first came online. I would look at other people in our business community, creating these like faster results or whatever, and just knowing that we all have our own timeline and it's what we put in, and it's like comparing my day one with somebody's day 300. I was comparing myself to people that had been in it and maybe done a hell of a lot more personal development than I had done either. So I had a lot of inner stuff and certainty and belief in myself to work on, whereas people I was comparing myself to, I didn't know that at the time, so it's just, I think that's something that is a big thing to remember going online, is just put your blinkers on, stay in your lane, and don't compare your day one with someone's day 300.
Oh, I love that. That's right. We always think that if they can do it right now, why can't I do it right now? And I think
Yeah.
the other thing that I've also found in the business is when you're encouraging people in your group to actually jump in and do something different, they go, oh, well, why don't you try it first and then I'll do it after? Have you experienced that? And how do you address that?
We all get to be self-responsible, and we all get to try, we all just get to feel into what feels good for us. And if we're always waiting on somebody else to do it first, how are we ever going to know? There's never going to be the right time. I say just dive into that sort of stuff, and it's just like you might create a way that just feels so amazing for you, or what somebody else does may not work for you, and vice versa. Like, I think just stay in your own lane, and I wouldn't be asking anyone to do anything first. Like, self-leadership is a big thing for me. You lead the way, like lead yourself first, and don't rely on other people to do it for you, or to show you the way first.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that. Now, Leigh, you are a health coach, you are an NLP practitioner. Now, some practitioners, and I think, in the beginning, I was one of those. I was so scared of being identified as a network marketer or as a high ticket affiliate marketer. So everything had to be linked to my practice as a solution to healing my patients. And although that is partly true, you don't really have to do that. And I think the reason I felt that way is because I thought, oh, I'm seen as a respectable naturopath, herbalist, iridologist. And then what are they going to say if they find out I'm a high ticket affiliate marketer as well? So did you ever have to go through that? Did you feel like you were being a fraud to your practice because you are a health coach?
Not really. I feel like I look at them both equally, because I feel like it's a beautiful solution, and we get to offer different solutions, and that's what the branding, where the personal branding comes in, because we are our business. People, know, like, and trust us, and so we either have a solution for their health in the water, or we have a solution for, let's talk limiting beliefs. Like, they're separate, yet they complement each other, because then you've just got another solution for somebody. So I feel like they gel really well. Like we get to live an and life. We don't have to be one or the other. We get to blend them really beautifully. And for me, I had my health coaching certification for like 7 years, well before I started in this business. But what it's helped me do is because I used to just do everything for free for people because I didn't have the self-worth to
Mm.
charge. I didn't like charging people. And it actually wasn't until I'd already started this business that I started monetizing that business, because I dived into the personal development. I started working on myself and showing up, online. I thought, well, I'm here. This is a beautiful platform to be able to then put that out there more. So I kind of gelled them together very similar times. And I didn't do my NLP and timeline therapy practitioner until a couple of years ago. So I was doing this business first. And it's just adding another solution. To me, they just integrate so beautifully.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Thank you so much for your time, Leigh. I don't want to take any longer in our interview. There's so much I still want to ask you. So I'm hoping that we can invite you again next time to join us.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, I would love that.
Awesome. Guys, if you've got any questions about what we've been discussing, about how to build the online part of your business, let me know. If you got any questions for Leigh, write it down. If I can answer it, I will. If I can't, I'll pass it on to her and we'll wait and perhaps answer it again next time when we have the next interview. So
Yeah.
thanks for watching,
Yeah.
guys. All right, so I'm going to end that because I'm saying goodbye already over there and I don't want to say goodbye yet. I hope you took down some notes. I did. And I just wanted to run through some of them with you. And I love everything that Leigh and I managed to touch on in this short interview. It was it was full of amazing information, but it was quite short. Why am I seeing that? Sorry, let me just don't know what that shadow is there. Anyway, all right. So I love how she mentioned that she felt like she lost her identity in the beginning and she didn't have an identity. And a lot of moms have this. And I know that I kind of felt this way as well. When you've been, um, you know, uh, when you've had a job, when you've worked so hard, when you've studied so hard earlier on, and then you stop to stay home and raise your family, raise your children, you sometimes lose your identity because all of a sudden you went from this high powered person or this, you know, amazing worker or businesswoman, and then all of a sudden you stop and all you do, or you feel like all you do is take care of your kids, change the nappies, feed your children. You kind of lose your identity and you're thinking, oh, is this all that I am? And a lot of moms out there feel this way. So if you feel this way, I would like to invite you to re-listen to this interview because it's a really um amazing story that Leigh shared about how she went through that and how she found that, to create her purpose and her meaning, she needed to build a business that she could run from home. And that is our high ticket affiliate marketing business, which is a business that she could run from home, build from home, grow from home, and, also build herself up. There's a lot of personal development happening in this business. And she mentions that towards the end, where she grew so much as a person in this business because of everything that she's learned. She's learned how a true leader is, what the characteristics are of a true leader, how she empowers people, how she inspires people, how she builds her business, how she presents herself to others, and how she too can actually impact and help others with the knowledge that she has. So we have a lot of those trainings, and those trainings are actually in the platform that we all are in right now, which teaches us how to build our business online, how to grow our business online, and how to, thrive in this business. So I love how she said that this was a solution, not just because the product was great. In fact, she didn't look at the product straight away. She looked at the business model. She looked at the income potential. She looked at the training that was involved in this business as well. So it's not just a training to help you create sustainable income, a good income online, but it's also training you to become a better person and present yourself to be better so that you can actually create a good business and um lead your teams, your people, and train others who want to do the same. So I love that. Okay, I also loved how she said she didn't like home presentations. So home presentations is still something that we do in our business. I started in 2011 and we started doing our business face to face. I do love connections, especially now that I've transitioned from clinic practice to doing everything online. You do miss the connections that you have in the clinic, right? So I love going to home presentations, meeting our team, meeting new people, and educating them in health and well-being, because that's still what we do. That's still what our product allows us to do, what our business allows us to do. And I just love how we are both thriving in this business, but we have very different personalities, right? So I love that. I love mentoring. I love teaching. I love talking about health and well being. I love the parties. I love the presentations. And she wants to be able to do all that from home, right? But the fact that she's building her business and thriving in it just as I am means that you don't have to be a salesperson. You don't have to be someone who's always out there. You don't have to be someone who's an extrovert. You can be an introvert and still build your business. Okay, so promising. I just love that. Okay, so what else did she say? She said she wasn't tech savvy, but she's learning to be more tech savvy. And again, all that is included in the trainings that we have. So we train on Facebook marketing, we train on Instagram marketing, we train on creating ads, we train on creating content, we train on how to create a brand, which is amazing because your brand goes a long, long way, even beyond your business. So if you reach a point where you think, oh, I don't want this business anymore, your brand doesn't die, it doesn't go to waste. You just keep building on that brand and you get to be known as a brand. So I, for example, started off as a wellness practitioner, a naturopath, a herbalist, an iridologist, and I've collected all that. Then a coach, an instructor, an educator, and then a stage presenter, and so on and so forth. But all that, just all those skills, um, all of the way I've presented myself and how people have seen me have just created and created a stable brand, a strong brand for myself, that it doesn't matter what I do in the future, I will still be this passionate health practitioner that loves helping people achieve optimal health. That's always been my mantra since the beginning, and it still is my mantra to this day, right? And I just love that. So we are trained on that. We are taught how to do that. So if that's something that you've never done before, you've never had to think about, don't worry about it. Because likely you too can learn from, the beginning, how to get your business started from the beginning. Oh, thanks, Amalie. Thank you so much. Okay, so I love how she said uh her new word, comparisonitis, when you compare yourself all the time with others. And this is something that a lot of people have. Like, it's so it's sad that when people are achieving great results, when people are successful, other people pull them down because they're jealous of other people's success. And I love how she said that it doesn't matter what other people say about you. Doesn't people what people say you should or shouldn't do, can and couldn't do. Trust in yourself, trust in your abilities, trust that you already have it in you to build an amazing business. Trust that you already have it in you to build an amazing life. Because we were created and put on this earth with all that already intact. We have been promised a good life. We have been promised an amazing life, in fact. So believe in that, trust in that, and just, go on and build the life that you want. Doesn't matter what the naysayers say, doesn't matter what others what other people's advice are, or how difficult it is, because no one seems to be supporting you. When you're struggling, when you're not there yet, no one wants to support you. When you're when you've achieved your goals, when you've achieved your financial abundance and financial freedom, everyone comes to you and everyone starts, believing in you because they've seen what you can do. So just believe in yourself and just keep going. Don't compare yourself with anyone else. You may take, a year, two, three, four, five before you build the business, but it doesn't matter. It's a business that will grow. The thing that's amazing about this business is you can't lose in this business. You can't fail in this business. The only way to fail is for you not to try. The only way for you to fail is to not do anything. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's Cuppa with Michelle. We will have another Cuppa next week with Nikki Ashby, and I'm going to be sharing the details on our interview. And again, we will be discussing it. If you have any questions about this Kappa, if you have any insights or suggestions or comments, please do type it up and I will respond to them. Have an amazing day, afternoon, evening to all of you, depending on where you're coming from. And thank you for watching. Bye.